This, my friends, is what a $15 a night hotel room looks like in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. So this is the street where my hotel is. It's surrounded by all kinds of cool little restaurants. I wish I had the time to eat in all of them. Then up the road, we've got the Granada. But here's my hotel, literally. My hotel. Kuala Lumpur is tremendously diverse. This Taoist temple is only a few hundred meters away from a Hindu temple, an Islamic mosque, and an Anglican church. The National Mosque of Malaysia is large enough for 15,000 worshippers to be inside at one time. Petronas Towers were the tallest structures in the world when they were built, and still today are the tallest twin towers in the world. Although Malaysian governmental structures were well organized by the Middle Ages, in the 1500s the country was conquered by the Portuguese, then later by the Dutch, and then finally by the British, in large part because of the strategic location. All shipping from Asia to Europe and Africa and points in between have to pass through the Straits of Malacca. And so still today, these straits are the busiest shipping channels in the entire world. Kuala Lumpur is a shopper's paradise. It's not my cup of tea, but it's still fun to watch. Lake Gardens Park is filled with the National Museum, an enormous bird museum with a massive aviary, and the Islamic Arts Museum. Malaysia is a really developed country, much more so than I realized, and quite frankly, on standards with just about anything else I've seen in the world. The National Museum of Malaysia tells the story of Malaysia all the way from the colonial period up until today. Inside the Islamic Arts Museum. National Police Museum here in Kuala Lumpur is pretty cool. It tells the history of the police all the way from Portuguese times into the modern era, particularly concentrating on the time of the 1950s communist insurgency. Malaysia is an enormously prosperous country, crisscrossed by superhighways and train lines. This is the old Kuala Lumpur train station, built by the British in 1911. It's since been replaced by the gleaming new central station. Malaysia suffered a communist insurgency from 1933 all the way through until 1989. This is the headquarters of the National Malaysian Railway. It's built from 1914 to 1917 during World War I. That was the easiest airport transfer I've ever done before. Check your luggage in at the main train station before you even make it to the airport. It's pretty cool. It's time to go to Singapore.